got this bad boy for my graduation back in 2019. Remember when it was 2019, guys, and like everyone was like, wow, 2020, a new decade, like we're about to make some waves this year. Well, we're certainly making waves, I'll just say that. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Charity. I like to make chill natural hair videos along with some more light-hearted videos like these. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, go ahead and subscribe. Today is a long-awaited video. We're finally talking about my natural hair journey. I know we've been waiting for this video since I started this channel. Like literally everyone has been like, Charity, what happened to your hair? How did it go from looking fried and crunchy to like big and beautiful and curly and la 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 blah blah blah. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it because nobody likes a long intro. I'm going to start off with some brief context that you can really get the full picture of this story here. So growing up, from the ages of me popping out of the womb to about 9 years old, my hair was in protective styles. My mom was putting my hair in like little braids and barrettes with little, you know, do you guys know those little things where it's like the little balls like at the top of your head? Like I'll try to find some pictures and put them here, but like I specifically remember every morning picking out which color ball I wanted. That was like my favorite part of the day. But when we were 10, my mom and I moved to New York, which made her more busy and she didn't have as much time to do my hair. So what does that mean? We were going to salons, okay? I was getting my hair straightened professionally for the very first time, and I was going to the Dominican hair salons. Now, if you don't know anything about Dominican hair salons, they are notorious for their use of tons and tons of heat on the hair, okay? And I was getting my hair straightened at these salons for about 2 years straight. Around this time was when I first started becoming frustrated with my hair because I was like 10 years old. And like a 10-year-old isn't very consistent with putting on their scarf at night. And also I was 10 years old and my hair was like acting up, and I remember being like, oh my god, I wish I just had like straight hair. I also had this feeling when I was like younger too. I wanted to be white, which like I'm okay now, it's okay. But it was a whole thing. Like I really did not like my hair. I was getting frustrated all the time. But yeah, your girl just she wasn't happy. And so after 2 years of living in New York, my mother and I moved back to California, sunny California. But we were in like this teeny tiny small part of California. If you guys know where Blythe, California is, like that's where I was living for I think a year or so. Now we are in 2014. So like I said before, in 2014, I was getting my hair straightened and I loved it. It looked really good for the most part. And I would say that for the most part, my hair was healthy. At this time, like I said, I didn't know what heat damage was. My hair was damaged. I just did not realize it. So when its natural state, it looked a hot mess. But when it was straightened, my ends were trimmed. It was moisturized. It was a nice, healthy length. I was starting to finally see some growth. Because before, like I said, I didn't know how to take care of my hair. And I was always super frustrated with how short it was. But with straightening my hair, I was like, wow, finally we're seeing some progress. I'm going to the salon every other week and it looks great. Now, the downside is I became very reliant on my stylist. So if I couldn't get into the salon every other week like I planned to, my press started to get old and it looked really bad. Super oily, like my roots would be all fuzzy, and it really wasn't cute. But I didn't know what else to do because I didn't know how to do my hair. So then around late 2015 / early 2016, I was going to the salon less often because it costs money. Like having your hair straightened every other week made me feel so good. I felt like a queen, like a bougie queen. I would walk into school with my fresh press and be like, hi there, how are you doing, plebeians? But it cost money and I wasn't the one paying the money, which meant I had to stop going to the shop. So my hair started looking pretty bad because, like I said before, did not know what I was doing. I was rocking some struggle buns. That's what I'll call it. It was not cute. So around this time, one of my friends, Virginia, started knowing how my hair was suffering from heat damage from all the consistent straightening I was getting. And she has beautiful natural hair. She always has, and she probably always will. She suggested that I go natural. Now, I just want to say that I had never considered going natural before she suggested it, because if we look back at my history, we see that anytime I've interacted with my natural hair, it's just been me being frustrated and upset and not liking the way that my hair looked. I remember that I had so much heat damage at this point that my hair was just frizz. I literally thought that I didn't have curly hair. I thought some black people were gifted with beautiful, big, luscious curls, and that I just wasn't one of them. I thought my hair type was just like having frizzy hair. Little did I know, my hair was just extremely damaged from all the heat that I had fried out all of my curls. So I kind of decided to ignore her suggestion because I was like, well, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's one of the lucky ones that got curls and I just have frizz. Which is like really funny to think looking back on. But yeah, I genuinely thought I didn't have curly hair, which is wild. Which I talked about in my first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube. So you should like watch that. Yeah, I'll like link it in the card somewhere. So now we're moving on to late 2016. It wasn't until late 2016 that I started to really consider going natural, because whenever I washed my hair, it was becoming even more frizzy than it was before. And this is the real kicker. So when my hair would be frizzy as soon as I step out of the shower, it would just be like a really big frizz ball, but then it would dry virtually straight, which I knew was not right. Like I had a little bit of common sense. So I began asking my friends at school, like, hey, what do you guys think is going on with my hair? I'm struggling, like maybe I just need to use a different kind of like shampoo or conditioner. Why is my hair so frizzy? That's when my friends started asking me questions about my hair, like how do I take care of it? What do I put in my hair after I wash it? And then you're gonna judge me for this one. So when they asked me what I put in my hair after I washed it, I said nothing, because at the time that was true. And when I told them that, they all went like, nothing? And I was like, yeah, is that not normal? Like, you guys put stuff in your hair after you wash it? Even my friends who had naturally straight hair were surprised when I said this. So I was like, oh, Charity, like, you're really doing something wrong here. And then I realized that like I was the problem. Yes, hello, this is Editing Charity really quickly. Just wanted to pop in and say, to clarify why this motivated me to go natural even more, was because like I didn't want to lose my curls. I didn't want them to be fried out for eternity. So I was like, oh shoot, if I want to make a change, I better make it now. Okay, back to the video. 2017, Charity. Suddenly remember that conversation, and I was like, oh my god, my hair is becoming straight from all of the heat that I'm using. It didn't click that it was heat damage yet, but I was starting to connect the dots. So in 2017, I decided to plunge head first into being natural. I cut heat cold turkey. I said to myself, I just don't want to touch my hair at all. I don't want to put any heat in it. I don't want to go to a salon. It's gonna use heat in my hair. I was done. Now, as a result of this, we got some pretty interesting hairstyles from me. So the first thing I tried was using some scrunching gels to like give my really limp hair a bit of a wave, some type of curl. And I remember back then I actually liked the way it looked, but if we look back at the pictures, y'all, I mean, do I have to say anything? Let me just turn the page in my notes and move on. Yeah, that's where the source of all of my cringe is. I was getting my hair braided more often at this time. I'd have my hair done into these really big chunky cornrows. It was like 4 cornrows going back down my head, and then I would like put them into a ponytail and like kind of just have them on the side here. And I remember liking it. I kind of felt like a boss with my ponytail, my super long braid ponytail. Early 2018 is when the frustration comes back. It didn't last long. Like I didn't get a break for long. So by 2018, my hair was not getting braided as often because once again, money, ka-ching, baby, that gets expensive. I wised up to the fact that those scrunching gels were not doing me any favors. And after some YouTube research and once again connecting those dots from that conversation I had with the girl in middle school, I realized my hair had heat damage, and no amount of product was going to make my hair look curly from the heat damage. So at this point, I pretty much saw product as the enemy. I stopped using the scrunching gels. I didn't really use any creams or oils. I felt like I was intentionally avoiding product because I thought that no product would work for me, in the sense of like, it wasn't gonna make my hair curly, therefore it didn't work for me. I remember getting really frustrated with my hair around this time because it was just a really frizzy mess. There was a lot of straight ends from all the heat. It broke really easily. It kind of snapped in like plastic. It was very unhealthy. Around this time was when I started kind of doing wash and goes. Like I said, I was avoiding product, but I knew that my hair needed moisture, so I would condition it every single morning, which was terrible for my hair looking back on it, but like, I didn't know any better yet. I also remember feeling like I could not trust any of the natural hair YouTubers because all of them promoted hairstyles that pretty much showed off their curls. Like, none of their hairstyles helped me as someone who was transitioning out of heat damage. They were all pro, I already have curls, so let me just like show it off. And I'll try to insert some clips here so you can understand. Like, you know, they would just say, oh, do a cute little poof, or do 2 little side buns in the back. And I was like, girl, if I do that, you're just gonna have like a wet mop of heat damage flapping around all over the place. Around this time was also when I discovered the glorious world of wigs on YouTube. I remember watching Dominique A. I really loved her videos because she would do a lot of synthetic wig reviews, and she always made those wigs look amazing with the baby hairs, and I like was just lusting over wigs. I really wanted one, but I knew they were expensive. A really good quality human hair wig was expensive. So I begged and begged my mom to get me a wig because I thought to myself, this is the stepping stone to my journey. I knew that my hair looked a mess as it was, but if I could pop on a wig every morning and just head out to school and not touch my hair, you know, leave it moisturized underneath that wig, it would really help my hair a lot. And so to kind of get the ball rolling towards the wig, I taught myself how to cornrow my own hair, and I would wear this as a protective style every now and then as well. I would have 2 cornrows on my head, and my hair would be tied, hair ties at the end. It was not like the most flattering look, but it was easy. And then by late 2018, guess what, boys? I got my first wig after like 3 months of begging. I finally got my first wig. She was a cute 16-inch body wave. She was a body wave. It was a body wave. Yeah, a cute 16-inch body wave number. I loved that wig. I named her Matilda. All of my close friends know about this. I had Matilda for about close to a year, honestly. I wore her for a long time. She served me very well. In between wears, I would take out my cornrows and wear it as a braid out, which looked really cute. I really loved those braid outs. I got a lot of compliments on them, and I pretty much continued this process until the end of summer 2019. I went to my first natural stylist. That really changed the game for me. I got all of my straight ends chopped off. It was like what most people would call a big chop, except for me, my hair was pretty much always short. That was one of my biggest insecurities. If you remember, when I was getting my hair straightened, that was something that I loved about going to the salon, was that I felt like I started to finally see growth. But then I cut off all the straight ends and I said, you know what, I don't want this anymore. I do not want it, I don't want it holding me back. And I decided to take this visit to the natural hairstylist as a learning experience. And if you're watching this, watching it, Dina, hi, are you proud of me? My hair has gotten so much better. Okay. So after I finally got my haircut, I saw some really big changes in my hair in terms of when I was doing it myself. When I was combing out my hair, I noticed how much easier it was to get through it. It didn't feel like there was an extra 2 feet of dead weight. It was a lot easier to comb through. It was a lot easier to style. It was a lot easier to braid for my wigs. And I really believe that going to the salon was something I should have done sooner. It would have made the rest of my journey a little bit easier, most likely. But like I said before, I took that visit as a learning experience. Even going to the salon, I literally had no clue what I wanted to get done. Like, my stylist kept on saying to me, hey, what do you want me to do to your hair? And I was like, I don't know. I thought you would just like, I thought you knew. I thought you would just do it, you know? And she was like, no, you gotta know what you want, sweetie. But by fall 2018, in September, a storm was brewing. It was one dark and cold night. I was experimenting with some product, you know, just testing out the waters to see what it would do for my hair. Little did I know, I was doing my first wash and go. My first successful wash and go. I remember actually recording this moment and taking pictures because when I was sitting under the hooded dryer, it was taking a long time for my hair to dry. I was so tired. I was up to like 3 in the morning. But when I woke up, girl, my hair looked amazing. I gotta be honest, it looked fantastic from the wash and go. It was a really important day for me because it was the first time ever that I had started using cream-based product in my hair. I was using creams and oils and a scrunching gel, and I was really inviting product into my life. If you remember from what I said before, I used to see the product as the enemy because I felt like my hair was damaged, no product will help me. But around this time, I finally decided to like let go of that idea, and I realized that product is what my hair needed, and by not putting a product in it, I was holding it back. And this is when I really started to see the most growth in my hair. I documented a lot of my journey because from the beginning, I'll be honest, from the beginning I knew that I wanted to one day sit down and make a video about this because I felt like there were no people on YouTube helping you through your transition. I was clueless for the majority of this journey, but when I started to do wash and goes, I saw the most success. So I have a lot of clips of me in the shower documenting my growth from like the very beginning to when my hair was kind of like right at my jawline. Guys, this is like the first time I've like washed and conditioned my hair on my own since I've like got it cut and started going to a natural stylist, and I'm so happy right now. Look how curly it is. Like, what? It's never been this curly before. Oh my god, you have no idea how happy I am. I've never seen my hair like this. This is so crazy. This is crazy. And all the way to 2019 when my hair was the first time reaching down to my back, and I will include all of those clips here. So then moving on to early 2019, I kept up this process of wash and goes because, like I said before, my hair was looking amazing. I love doing wash and goes. It looked great. It was the first time that I had curls in my hair, and around this time was when people were like, whoa, Charity, what happened with your hair there? Looking back on it, I remember feeling like my hair changed like that. It kind of felt like yesterday I had frizz in my hair, but then the next day I suddenly had curls to the gods. I personally believe that was because my hair was in a wig for such a long time. By 2019, my curls were coming in full force. They were here to stay. I kept doing wash and goes for the majority of this year, and in the middle of the year, I got another wig for my School Musical hairspray. I believe this wig was also 16 inches. She had some bangs and kind of a little bit of a upward bump at the end because it was supposed to be 60s themed, and I remember liking it. It was pretty cute. I had bangs the first time. After the hairspray, I did some more wash and goes in the middle of that, and I got another wig for graduation and prom. It was the same wig, but I wore it for both graduation and prom. That was just a cute synthetic wig. She was closer to 20 inches. I really liked her. She was cute. She was long. She was natural looking. No complaint. And then I pretty much kept this cycle of wigs to wash and goes to wigs and wash and goes all the way up until December of 2019. My hair was getting frizzier quicker, getting drier quicker, and I didn't know what was going on. And that's when I realized that I had a lot of split ends, mainly dead ends on my hair, kind of like dead weight from back in my heat damaged past. So I had about 2 inches of dead weight, and by December I got my first press. I got a silk press because I really wanted to see how long my hair was. I had not gotten my hair pressed in like 3 years at this point, so I was curious to see like the length that I had accumulated, because at that point it was the longest my hair had ever been in my life. My entire life. So I was really excited to see the length. I got about 2 inches cut off of my hair, which seems like a lot, but even then my hair was pretty long. And my mentality, for my hair at least, is that if it's dead, I don't want it. I will chop it off. My hair did not really take to the press. My hair essentially retaliates against heat at this point, so it was just kind of poofy. It looked more like a blowout than a silk press, but either way, it served its purpose. I got my ends trimmed, I saw the length, and my hair was healthy. And that pretty much has us caught up to the present day. I don't do a lot of things differently from what I said before, except for that I now know how to do my own box braids. If you want to see that video, I'll link it up here. I do want to remake that video at some point though, because I know the quality isn't that great for now. You should go check it out. I will link right there. And I also taught myself how to make my own wigs. Like this wig that I'm wearing right now, I made her myself. Like, don't look too close. This lace is transparent, so I'm kind of having trouble with blending her, but look at that hairline, man. I know she's cute. I know. And that is all. Whew. This is a long one for me to make. This was a long video for me to make. That's it, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and like this video. And if you want to see more of me and my beautiful face, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to be a fashionista. Make me an IG model with your follow. Ooh, I like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe. For some reason, I just exuded 2012 Tumblr energy when I was like in high school, which really does not make any sense. I wasn't on Tumblr. I don't know why I look this way or act this way. I found this video in particular. I want you to watch it. No, yeah, I think that way about French fries too. Hey, you! Yeah, you. Do you want to be a giraffe? I don't know. Why did I make that video?